Mark and the Unicorn Village. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town, there lived a generous boy named Mark. Mark loved to explore, learn new things, and help anyone he met. He wore a big smile that could light up the darkest corner of the day, and he always carried a small sketchbook to draw the things he found interesting. One sunny morning, Mark wandered beyond the edge of his garden. The garden was a magical place with tall sunflowers, chirping crickets, and a gentle breeze that smelled like fresh-cut grass. Followed a winding path of soft pebbles until he reached a place he had never seen before, an open garden that seemed to stretch forever. Filled with colors more vibrant than a rainbow. As Mark stepped into the open garden, the grass sparkled as if tiny stars were tucked in its blades. Flowers swayed in time with a music that sounded like laughter. To his astonishment, the air shimmered and a glittering portal appeared, revealing a world beyond imagination. From the portal emerged graceful creatures with shining horns and kind eyes, a village of unicorns. Their coats gleamed in every color of the spectrum, and they trotted around, leaving trails of glitter that sparkled in the sunlight. The unicorns welcomed Mark with warm smiles and bowed heads, as if they had been waiting for him all along. "Hello, generous boy," said a silver-maned unicorn named Luma. "We've been watching you help others in your town. You have a heart that shines like a beacon." Mark felt his cheeks glow with pride. He thanked Luma and looked around the village. Houses were carved from crystal, with doors that opened to reveal secret gardens and rooms filled with books about faraway lands. In the center stood a great fountain that sang lullabies when the water danced. The unicorns explained that the village thrived on kindness and cooperation. They invited Mark to join them on a small mission, to help a young unicorn named Spark relearn how to walk after a stumble. Spark had sprouted metal-like wings that didn't work yet, and he felt worried he'd never be able to fly. Mark didn't hesitate. He used his generous spirit to listen, encourage, and help Spark practice. He showed Spark how to spread his wings slowly, how to take tiny steps, and how to believe in himself. Every gentle push and every encouraging word, Spark's wings began to glow with warmth and possibility. As Spark practiced, Mark noticed that the Unicorn Village faced a challenge of their own. The crystal houses started to flicker, and the colors of the village dimmed when a sour wind blew through. The unicorns explained that the wind carried forgetfulness, making them forget their favorite stories and songs. Mark knew what to do. He pulled out his sketchbook and began drawing their favorite memories: a sunny picnic with friends, a starry night, a harvest festival, and a tall lemonade stand they had built together. And a tall lemonade drew them with bright, bold lines and filled the pages with words of kindness. Nade stand they had built together. When he finished, the drawings floated into the air like glowing birds and landed softly in the unicorns' homes. The memories woke up the village, and the colors returned with a delightful shimmer. The unicorns sang a beautiful chorus, thanking Mark for reminding them of the joy they shared. Luma stepped forward and said, "Your generosity has bridged two worlds today. Because you care for others, you've helped Spark and the unicorns remember what makes life bright." Mark smiled and felt a warm glow inside him. He realized that helping others could indeed create magic, not just in unicorn villages but in his own town as well. He promised to visit again and to keep sharing his kindness with everyone he met. Before Mark left, the unicorns gave him a special gift: a small crystal pendant shaped like a star. Luma explained that it would glow softly whenever someone needed a kind heart. Mark tucked the pendant into his pocket, guarded by the sketchbook that had become a bridge between worlds. With a gentle swirl of light, the unicorns opened the portal back to Mark's garden. He stepped through, and the portal closed with a wink, leaving only the scent of jasmine and the sound of distant laughter in the air. Back in his garden, Mark found that only a moment had passed, though his heart felt as full as ever. He ran to tell his family about his incredible adventure, showing them the crystal pendant and the shimmering sketches in his book. From that day on, Mark carried the Unicorn Village in his thoughts. He continued to be generous, kind, and curious, always ready to help others and to see the magic in everyday moments. And whenever he needed a little extra courage, he would touch the pendant and remember the warm, sparkling world he had visited, a place where kindness and imagination could light up the world. And so, Mark's adventures continued, one generous act at a time, proving that even a small, thoughtful heart can unlock the grandest wonders. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Kids Cartoon World for more magical adventures filled with joy, learning, and endless fun.